Hi, class. I thought for this module check-in, Module 4 on compare and contrast, I would provide a few reminders and maybe some helpful suggestions on the essay that you're working on. Some of you have reached out in regards to the essay, so I thought I might take this opportunity to help you through that maybe. And it's not an easy essay, right? None of these essays are. So to that end, I want to kind of bring us back to what we've been looking at in our course content on compare and contrast and some effective strategies. Now, remember, there are three possible ways of structuring our beloved three-paragraph or three-part inductive essay. And notice that all three, and I'm going to let me get our pointer out here, some pen here. Notice that all three require that you do some analysis in that all-important third paragraph, right? And that move towards analysis, that grander analysis, is a difficult move. As I said, that move to that from the first two paragraphs to that third paragraph is a challenging move. And I wanted to kind of talk a bit more about what I mean by that analysis. And so if we go back to that Venn diagram and to visually kind of see our paper, if think about text A, whether that is Jane Goodall for you if you're doing assignment number 1, or Ben Franklin for assignment number 2, and text B would be Eli Wiesel for assignment 1 and Malcolm X for assignment 2. We're bringing these two texts together to make some very interesting, subtle observations in regards to what's similar about them and what's different. And that's wonderful. And that idea of just comparing, contrasting, developing those insights, those observations, is a first step of analysis. Okay, but it's not the end, and it's not what I call the real purpose of comparing and contrasting. Remember, the comparing and contrasting is a means to a greater end, and that greater end is to produce what I call text C, right? And that is that text C is that larger meta-analysis that demonstrates the grander significance of what you're doing. And for many of us, that text C, okay, is going to probably take place in our all-important third paragraph. And what that text C does is it provides that answer, okay, to that wonderful so what question, right? Which means that, what is the significance or the importance about the similarities and differences, those observations, those wonderful observations that you made in paragraphs 1 and 2, or the first parts of your essay. What's the grander significance, right? Your answer to that question is that text C, and that's the kind of analysis I'm looking for in your third paragraph. All right, so I hope that helps. And remember about good orientation for your cold reader, paragraphing in an organization, providing evidence, good strong textual evidence from your source material. Keep your quotes short. We just talked about effective conclusions, and of course formatting your essays in MLA style, proper heading, providing an interesting title, and don't forget to cite your sources in text citations as well as provide that works cited. All right, I hope this was useful, and keep up the great work. You're doing lots of good things.